So the bus driver with the red hair, she is so evil. I mean, she really is evil, even the way she talks. So my Abba, he teaches a class in the spirit of hospitality. And I had all the class tapes, so I knew it's just being cordial toward people and being polite. So the bus driver, whose bus I'm going to get on, is the one I need to be cordial to and to be polite. So I'm speaking to her in a very polite manner, and I am even giving her compliments. So now the redhead lady tells her that we cannot get on because we have all these bags. And I say, well, I have my tickets. He saw the bags, this and that. I had to explain so much. Now she is holding up the bus by trying to talk the bus driver into not letting me and my son get on the bus because this redhead devil, although she is melanated, wants me and my son to remain out there and remain homeless. Now my son has nowhere to go. And in Florida, there is a law that you cannot be homeless there or you will go to jail. I forget the name of the law, but you will go to jail. They will take my son from me, and then now they will take all my children. I will have none. I have no way to get back here to San Diego to my older children. That's what she wanted for me. So now the bus driver where I'm going to get on, the one with the dreadlocks, she says, just go ahead and put all your things under there. And when you get to Atlanta, then we will do this, and that. And so she lifted up the thing, and it is so full, and shit is just thrown in there. And I look at my son. I don't say anything at the time, but I just look at my son. I travel Greyhound enough to know they do not just throw your shit in there like that. Your shit is not just thrown in there like that. It is very well organized, I know. Every bus I get on Greyhound, your luggage is very well organized. It's not just thrown in there. This shit was just thrown in there like someone hurried up and threw this shit in there. That is when she stopped the bus. So the red hair, when she gets under there and she starts to move things around to make room, because the lady said we had to make room. The lady with the dreads, when it opened, she said we would have to make room. The red hair sheet lady, she gets under there and she begins to make room. So I'm going to help so we can move faster because I see the lady with the dreadlocks steady looking at her watch. So I go under to help, and the red hair lady, her voice, I have heard Amy's voice like that too. And her voice sounded as though she was the devil. She looked at me and she said, you don't come under here, but it was the voice of the devil. And I looked in her face. Wow. So I left her alone. And then I saw the bus driver with the dreadlocks look at her watch again. And I said, oh, so you are running late, huh? But I didn't have an accent. And she said, yes. So I say, well, my son can help and we can move faster. So she tells my son to help her because the other lady is taking her time, making this woman late. She wants the woman to be late so she can get fired because the woman is not going along with the program fully. So after my son helps, it goes along fast. We put the things under there, and me and my son get on the bus, and the bus is so crowded. And I look at my son again. When they stop the bus, they put all that shit under the bus. And they put those people on the bus. That's why she only had 2 or 3 people. The red-haired driver only had 2 or 3 people on her bus. And this bus was packed. But guess what? There were 2 seats. The seats were not together, but there were 2 seats. So my son gets ready to sit one place, I sit another place, and someone say, no, you can sit here where I was going to sit. And he gets up and go and sit where my son was going to sit. So now me and my son are still sitting together. So their plan did not work. So now we get to Atlanta. And when we get to Atlanta, we are hurried off the bus because the bus is late, remember? And then there are people there who already have the dollies. So they're helping my son put all this stuff on it. There's a long line to get on this bus because this bus is going to be full too. But those who had got off that bus will get on this bus first. And those who are left, they will call for another bus. So me and my son pulls our dolly and we go all the way to the front of this line. When it's time to get on, we have no problem. Everything we have can go under the bus or on top of the bus. Even the bag we had that the man made us leave behind, we didn't even have to leave that behind. So I told my son that they have made these plans for us. And we get on the bus and I explain it all to my son. Because I am a targeted individual. But now I want to know why. What did I do to anyone for them to put me in such a horrible program? So this is me, and I always studied me. And now I'm going to study me some more. And it's funny. This says the 26th at the end. And it's about the programs. So you can look these programs up. Go and put in Shiftless Mind Control Program, Lazy Mind Control Program, Happy Lucky Mind Control Program, Smelly Mind Control Program, and you will see these programs. You will find them. So we get on the bus and I tell my son what is going on. We get to Atlanta and we get on the bus in Atlanta without a problem and even with more help. And if that bus driver with the dreadlocks, if she got fired or if she had a warning, I do not know. But I know they wanted to fuck her life up too. Because she would not help them fuck up my life and my son's life. Isn't that something? My own fucking people. In Georgia and Florida is the worst places for my people. And Georgia treated me so wrong. I was there when the flood came. And I got up and I did a dance. I did the jig. I was so fucking glad that that had happened to them. Because they treated me so evil and I had done nothing to them. Nothing whatsoever. But they wanted to see me in much pain. So you want for your brothers and sisters what you want for yourself. They wanted to see me in much pain. So I wanted to see them in much pain. They want for me what they want for themselves. Yes, they are so evil and wicked in both of these places. I went to New York only for a little while, and I know that it is dirty as fuck, and that the streets are paved with gum. The streets and sidewalks are paved with gum. There's gum everywhere. I went in July. The sun was high. It's nice weather, really, really nice weather. It was. The sun was high and melting the gum. So instead of me looking to see if I'm going to step in shit, I had to make sure I did not step in gum. I did not like that. The buildings are so dirty, they need to be tucked on it. They are so fucking filthy. And then there are TVs everywhere. Everywhere you look. You outside. TVs on buildings, TVs here, TVs there. I wonder, why do you need so many motherfucking TVs with all this goddamn programming going on? But at that time, I did not know about the program. I did not know about the program until maybe 3, 4, 5 years later when I learned of the program. I did not know about the program when I was in New York. But they were programming everyone with those TVs. TVs were everywhere. So, now I am tired of talking. I have so much to say. Many, many stories to tell you. And I am tired of talking and I need a bathroom break. So I will find me something to do. Maybe I will make something else. I don't know. I just get tired of doing the same thing over and over and over. It is like Groundhog Day. My life, they have my life programmed. It's Groundhog Day. Sid Talker signing out. Shalom.